Hi. Well, we're doing some crime time. It's been a little bit. We're going to be watching the most shocking interrogation you've ever seen. I love kissing guys. Thank you, Gay Bama. Amazing input as always. What do you mean by that? Anyway, trigger warning. This is about crime. I have a criminology degree. I watch true crime footage, probably most likely police interviews. You guys already know the drill. You're here because you know the drill. Yeah, we're going to be watching the most shocking interrogation you've ever seen from Stranger Stories. It's about 90 minutes. Captions are on. Anyway, let's do it. Goodness me, what's this comfortable hoodie I'm wearing? If only it was available at SNEEG.store for the next 2 weeks, starting on September 1st, which is yesterday, or whenever not. Look, it's this amazing hoodie I'm wearing. Wow. Is that 2 colors, flip-flopped and hand-stitched at a really nice quality at an affordable price? No way. Look at these pants I'm wearing. And black as well. Oh my gosh. And they complement the hoodie. Oh wow, I think I'll buy both of them, please. Really excited for this merch. I haven't done a merch drop in a long time, so this stuff's available for the next couple of days. The sale ends September 16th. Sneeg.store, that's all you got to type in. And if you're interested, I am doing giveaways on my live streams. People are able to gift merch to the chat, and all you got to do is be at the stream when I'm live. So in case that's any more incentive to watch my terrible streams, there you go.
How do you spell your first name?
My name is Cassandra, C-A-S-S-A-N for Nancy, D-R-I-T-Z.
And the last name?
Blanc, B-L-A-N-C.
In this video, we're going to watch the questioning of a man who is trying to hide the fact that he murdered and dismembered his wife. On June 4th, 2018, Cassandra Blanc.
Great start.
Martine Bernard for supposedly disrespecting him. She was 6 months pregnant at the time. 5 days later, while her body was still in their apartment, Blanc went to the home of his in-laws. His mother-in-law was in the shower, and for reasons he has never made clear, Blanc shot his father-in-law, Roosevelt Bernard, in the childhood bedroom of Martine. He then locked the door and told his mother-in-law that Roosevelt had stepped out to talk to a Hispanic man. Blanc waited until the house was empty and then placed the body in a trash can and took it to an empty field where he set it on fire. Blanc continued to use his wife's phone to send himself texts for several days.
But
to make it seem
didn't kill
like
the
she was still
mother-in-law?
alive. And he went to the police station as requested to answer questions about Roosevelt's disappearance, where he claimed his wife refused to speak to them. Suspicious, they began to monitor Blanc and discovered him taking garbage bags with his wife's dismembered body from the apartment. Later, security footage also revealed Blanc leaving the home of Roosevelt Bernard with the body.
Bro.
What's your birthday?
Gross.
October 4th, 1995.
So why the father-in-law but not the mother-in-law?
Haitian?
How'd you know?
Accent.
I still have it?
Barely.
Oh.
Barely.
Really? Haitian, yes, sir.
Barely.
Sometimes I get Jamaican and Haitian confused. I know
Barely.
they're completely different, but
Yeah.
but I thought I could get. What's your address? 5. How tall are you?
Better quality than the last time, right?
5'10".
5.
10.
Wasn't last time
Okay,
we
wait.
watched that video that was like a
I
toaster?
haven't checked that in a long time. 210.
Brown. Social?
Social.
Do you have the social security number?
Yes.
What's that?
Why would you need the social?
It's just
We have
part
a
of the-
weird
part of the
champ. Wait,
official
why?
information.
Where?
It's all of it.
I choose not to disclose
Okay.
that. Yes, sir. You can understand why.
No, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, this guy. Right.
What about work?
Delphi.
DELPHI?
Absolutely.
Where are they?
Fort Lauderdale.
What kind of work do you do?
Customer service. I assist individuals that have substance abuse.
Police ask
like
for
marijuana,
social?
alcohol.
I suppose they can.
You know, just substance abuse.
Is that like a halfway house or a recovery program or?
It's a
Not really
trauma
necessary
treatment
if they have
center.
other
It's
important
actually,
details, but
a
maybe
call
they don't
service,
trust us.
where we set these patients up with treatment.
Mm-hmm.
So we take the.
Why does the
initial
suspect
assessment,
not have a torso?
just to determine where they stand at this point. And then at that point, they tell us if they want to proceed. If they don't, we try
Not
to
funny.
get them to, you know, it's for your own good.
It shouldn't be
Okay,
funny.
we want you to
It
do that.
shouldn't.
How long have you been there?
I actually just started.
What it is?
Yes.
In the past 6 months?
No.
I mean, have you been there more than 6 months?
No.
Blanc gives his personal details and describes his current job. It requires a great deal of compassion, which is at odds with the crime he has committed.
Do you want to hear what I have to say? Do you
Not
want to
really.
hear?
I mean, yes and no. It's not really at odds. It's you'll notice in a lot of things like that, they do like morally leaning jobs or morally leaning activities that like make it, it's like you are a good person if you do these things. Obviously, like that's very generalized because like bad people do good charitable things in order to appear less bad all the time. In fact, that's very not consistently and not consistent with criminals or serial killers. But like, especially if they're doing shit like this, it's not shocking for them to have like a very morally appealing job, especially for serial killing, mainly to be a bit more under the radar in a way, to be a bit more incognito to like the general public of what they're around and to especially, you know, like interrogations and stuff. God, I forget who it was. There's a famous serial killer who was caught. He got caught because he sent encrypted files or messages to the police through a computer. And basically the police were able to track the IP of the computer back to a church and found out he was a regular churchgoer there. And that's how they caught him. Yeah, I think it was BTK who did that. I mean, there's plenty of others and stuff. I mean, like, obviously a guy murdering hundreds of people, not hundreds, but like a lot of people is a little devoid of like faith for reasons I don't really think I need to explain. You'll find it a lot where like they'll do something that's like good people do this. You know what I mean? To kind of disguise better. That makes sense. Anyway.
What's going on here? Okay. How far did you go in school?
How far did I go in school?
Right.
High school.
Okay. You read and write English,
I went
okay?
so far.
English is your second language? How fluent are you in, it's not called Haitian, what's it called?
Creole.
Creole. How fluent are you in Creole?
Can barely speak it, but...
So English is your primary language?
At this point, yes.
Where'd you go to school?
Christopher Columbus High School.
Jesus, that's like... There's like 6 of those per state.
Where's that?
Miami.
How long have you been in country? Were you born here or were you born in Haiti?
Well, how long have... Well, I choose not to answer that question. Okay. Yes.
Again, any question that I ask you...
What a weird question to pass on.
Tell me that.
Of course.
This is not, as I said, this is just the only thing I want from you.
It's probably not a weird one to pass on because it's probably incriminating.
From the start as well. I'm not going to play games with you. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to try to trick you into anything.
Oh darn!
Within the next few minutes, you're going to find out where I'm coming from. But quite honestly, you already know it. And it's your choice whether you decide to be honest with me. The only thing that I would ask is to not lie to me.
Okay.
And we'll
I'm sure that'll happen.
There's a reason for everything. Things happen for a reason.
Oh boy.
Even though I've been at this for quite a while, sometimes I don't know those reasons. So this is just kind of a little bit of us trying to get to the bottom of this and sort out. And
absolutely.
I don't want to make you into a bad guy. I don't know anything about you. I've never met you before.
Mm-hmm.
Make him out to be a bad guy. You watched him dump a body.
Have I been drinking this
Right.
morning?
Yeah.
Well, I had just a little shot of it. Not this morning, but...
Look, last night?
Yeah.
You seem pretty straight. That's what I mean.
I'm not drunk.
He's just like, no, I'm gay, actually. What a weird way to phrase that. This cop's trying to be like, I'm hip with the jargon. You seem pretty straight, G. What's wrong with this guy?
I'm not under the influence at all.
Fucking old ass cop being like,
you see,
I've got the lingo.
I only drunk recreationally.
Okay.
Reason being is because if you can understand where I'm coming from, and it's
the reason you drink socially. Wait, if you understand where I'm coming from, about drinking socially. I feel like that's not like a weird thing. You can understand why I do what like a large amount of young adults do socially.
I was extremely emotional about this because let
me explain myself.
I took it upon myself to ask my wife, hey, listen.
I like alcohol.
Would you like to go see? Well, first of all,
jail.
She didn't want to go to the baby shower. There was a baby shower that was arranged. She didn't want to go.
When was this?
A few days, like what's today? Tuesday. This was supposed to be on a Saturday.
Okay.
So
what the?
Tuesday. This was supposed to be on a Saturday.
Did he just check his watch for the date? It looks like an older watch.
I asked her if she wants to go to visit her parents.
Don't make fun of we weren't making fun of that. We were making fun of this guy trying to like build rapport by trying to use them. Unless I'm missing something in chat, but I don't think I missed anything about people being weird about it. We were making fun of this guy trying to like use like lingo in order to like pretend he's like able to relate, especially in age.
And she chose not to. You know, she just chose not to. And
this was last weekend?
This was this Saturday.
Okay, like 3 days ago.
So long story short, I was informed that detectives wanted to speak with me to, you know, get an understanding of what's going on, and I was extremely compliant. I wanted to help.
I cooperated with the police.
Yesterday.
I'm such a good person because I let them walk over me.
I felt as though, you know, the conversation started well. We were talking, you know, you asked me questions, I answered. Conversation was going well. And then at that point,
I'm not guilty. I'm not incriminated. It's going phenomenally. Everybody suspects nothing of me.
Because
some good stuff, really. I mean, it's really appreciative of you guys.
Speaking to me, it was as if the perspective I got was as if you're accusing me of being responsible for that.
Gee, I wonder why.
I was really upset about that, and I didn't appreciate it. So, you know, I started driving, you know, just to clear my mind. No speeding, obviously.
Right.
Just driving on my mind.
And this was yesterday?
Yeah, nobody would ever speed, especially the cops.
Yesterday being Monday.
Yes. So, I just...
Because every single cop just sits on 60 miles an hour going down the highway.
Fell asleep.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
How long have you and your wife been married?
Since October.
October of, like just recently, within...
Yes.
6 months, 7 months?
Yes.
Why is the bottom blurred? I don't know.
I'm getting ready to get into all that. I'm still...
It's a good question. The camera quality might just be a bit shit because it's kind of...
Anytime there's a case where someone is missing, abused, or murdered, the spouse always starts out as the primary suspect.
Yes.
For those that are innocent,
as it
is an additional emotional blow. But statistically, it is the best approach to solving the case.
True. Ooh. I will obviously support this. Extra content if you support them on Patreon, y'all. Obviously, I'm not going to stream their Patreon content because that's
Your wife is missing currently.
kind of...
Or hasn't been seen
that's kind of against the point of the Patreon.
My wife is missing. Well,
this is a very good channel. They do a really good job.
Here's what's going on.
So if you like watching this stuff, if you don't need me to commentate over
marriage
it.
problems or
not at all. Okay, not at all.
Not anymore.
We have a great marriage.
Not anymore.
So basically, I woke up and I saw a woman at my door.
When was this?
Tonight, actually.
Okay.
There was a woman at my door.
Yeah, I might turn the subtitles off just because there's already subtitles.
Who are you?
I'm gonna pay attention to them and see if
to me, that I'm
they turn off, but the overlapping is kind of bothering me too.
You paid for the cell phone. You bought her the cell phone. Do you want her belongings, or should I just throw it out, or, you know, burn it? She gave me those options, and I said, well, I want it. I mean.
Now it's like 7 o'clock Tuesday morning. About when was this?
5 a.m. 4 or 5 a.m.
Early this morning.
Yes, sir.
A couple hours ago. Okay,
yes, sir.
And
I've never met her before. Never seen her in a day of my life.
Okay.
I was
a weird,
really scared because
weird redundancy. I've never seen her before. I've never seen her once in my life ever.
I want to give my address.
Super didn't help me hide the body. I've never seen her before.
Knowing where I live.
I'm just gonna keep saying about how I've never seen her before. Just make sure you're understanding that I've never seen her before.
You know, torture me, beat me up, whatever.
What the fuck is happening?
I didn't want to be a victim of anything. So
I've got to ask you one thing. Have you ever been treated for mental illness?
Mental illness?
Right.
Do you say I have mental illness?
No, I'm asking you if you've ever been treated.
What a weirdly out-of-pocket question.
I didn't think so, but again, I don't know you, so I just have to ask. So the woman shows up. You don't know this woman.
What does he think? He was like delusional?
She's black. She said her name was, I think Shani, I think.
What a weird question.
She's black. She has braids, a little short. She came inside my apartment.
Older, younger?
Younger.
Why would you let a stranger in your apartment?
What age?
She looked 19.
Tall, skinny, short, fat?
Short, skinny. And I asked her, how did you come in?
This whole story sounds very fake to me, by the way.
Down in the kitchen.
Too much details. You'll notice, not that it's a consistent tell or, a guarantee, but typically when somebody being interrogated, not definitely, but potentially lying about something, they'll just fucking really lay on the details thick in terms of like a made up part of the situation that they think is going to like help them be more innocent. This guy's going into a weird amount of detail about this random woman at 5 a.m. with a phone of his wife's and all these random details about like her belongings and the process of her entering the house and stuff like that. So I'm already kind of anticipating, well, maybe this is the person who took my wife, stuff like that.
Walked herself in.
You can kind of see it then like try to build their own story out loud to try to like get the police on board.
Explained to me, here,
but something that we've already talked about is that sometimes the police already know what's going on and they just want to hear you talk out of your ass. This is one of these situations. They saw him walking out of his house with body parts and stuff in bags.
Threw her belongings towards me.
Where are Martine's keys?
Oh.
In the kitchen. She says.
In the kitchen in your apartment?
She says yes, that's where she put it. Yes.
What do her keys look like?
It's got a big M. And it's, yeah.
What did she do with her belongings?
She just threw it at me.
What were her belongings?
Her cell phone, her clothes. And she said she left
it's just him talking out of his ass. I mean, he's just saying like random objects that the woman, the person at the scene had, which is once again, I don't believe it for a second. Probably because I have hindsight bias and know already what's going on. But also because the police already have hindsight bias. They literally know that he did this. They found him dumping trash bags with body parts out. They probably know he's talking out of his ass. But yeah, you'll really see it happen a lot where they try to like create a scenario mid-interview to try to like convince, you know what I mean?
The bag in the kitchen along with her keys.
Now, where's the cell phone now?
In the room. Where I was sleeping in the bedroom.
Block's story is truly bizarre, and it is no wonder it prompted questions about his mental health. With the advances in forensics as well as technology, the days of being able to pull a mysterious stranger out of thin air are over.
True. That's also what I was going to say about the random mental health question is it's like this guy is like saying a random woman showed up at his door at 5 a.m. who he's never seen with like information on his wife and things of his wife. So it's still a bit out of nowhere, but what did Phil say? I can never... Where is he?
She showed you a text message on whose
Oh, he
phone
showed up down here playing Rocket League.
She told me, why don't you check the text message?
Classic.
And I opened the text.
That's totally something he would do.
And it's basically Martine just saying she's had enough. I've just read quickly.
He's watching stream and playing Rocket League.
Telling me she loves me. She doesn't want me to go through anything like that. You know, and I was just stunned, and I said, where is she? And she said,
I told you guys, I'm the substitute white boy of Twitch.
They're doing it right now.
Even your favorite streamers.
So this woman says that your wife is having sex? Was that what she was implying?
Not having sex, no.
Like, what's doing it?
So basically, the text message I read was Martine basically saying that, basically, long story short, I don't remember exactly what was said in the text.
Whose phone is it on?
My phone.
This is
Where's
such
your
an
phone?
absurd.
I wasn't able to bring anything with me.
I mean, is your phone at your house, or
Yeah.
or did you have it in your pocket?
Like, basically,
He keeps smacking his lips every time he opens his mouth to talk, and
But when
I
did you
really,
have your phone on you? Did the officer
really am
take your
starting to
phone, or
not
was
like
in the
it.
apartment?
It was in the apartment.
What kind of phone do you have?
An iPhone.
An iPhone.
wow.
What kind of case?
Gray. Gray outer box.
No
I love
phone
those
cover.
boxes.
Oh,
Absolutely.
OtterBox.
See this?
I thought he said out of the box. Wow.
I drop mine 3 or 4 times a day.
I'm sorry, I'm just.
That's some crazy
What kind of
rapport
phone
building
did you
there.
have?
A lot going on.
I understand.
You know, it's white. The same thing iPhone. It's white.
I also have a
case.
phone.
A white wallet. Oh, a wallet case.
Yes, sir.
Why did I point it
So
out?
basically-
Because it was bothering
basically,
me.
I read the text message. She was explaining, you know, her issues with her dad. She couldn't take it anymore.
Very annoying mannerism.
You know, basically, it was basically a lot of like animosity towards him
Mm-hmm.
through the text message, and she basically was like, you know, I did it, you know. And
Did what?
like she was responsible for her dad's death.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, she said she was helped. You know, an individual named Juan.
Juan?
Yeah, Juan. And she.
Yeah, make
she
sure you get
said
that
she
part.
Took something about taking care of him too.
No reason.
You know, she.
Nothing to gain for you
She killed
dividing my
Juan,
random
too?
story.
She said, yeah.
Had you known your wife to be violent before?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. But a lot of weird things have been happening lately.
He's so succinct
Wasn't
about
your
this
wife
whole
pregnant?
thing.
Yeah.
His wife is
Whose
pregnant
child
and
was that?
missing, and
Was
his
it your
father-in-law
wife?
is missing, and now he's just
She's
like,
still capable of.
yeah, my pregnant wife, you know, said she killed my father-in-law, and yeah, it's just, that's the facts, and there's just a guy named Juan, and he got killed too, and my wife's a double murderer, and I'm just very casual about it. Yeah. Am I free to go yet, or what's going on here?
You know,
It's like not convincing at all.
Moving,
Right.
doing chores. The only thing she can't do is bend.
Like, I understand people are at different levels emotionally in
Let me
these
just make sure
situations,
that I
but like this
understand
is such
right.
a
Basically,
weirdly
This woman
flat
shows you a text. No, the woman tells
attitude
you check your text messages.
surrounding
Check my
this
phone.
this
Check your
type
phone.
of
You open up
absurdity.
your phone and you have a text message. Is it showing that it's coming from your wife?
Yes.
So it's not somebody else pretending to be your wife.
Yeah,
it's coming from your wife's phone.
no, who would do that?
And it says, does she say anything about killing her father?
Protect.
Okay.
She said it.
When did she send the text message?
I was asleep. I didn't even realize that I even got a text message like that. She, you know, she told me, you know, why I was confused. She said, why don't you check your phone to see, you know, what's going on?
Well, let me ask you this before I get confused.
Why'd
when
you
you
do
opened
it?
up your phone, did it show up as a new text message? You know how you get that little thing saying you have a text message? When was
No,
the last
what do you
time
mean?
that you looked at your phone last night? Like, what time did you lay
Explain
down?
a phone better, please.
Well, then I don't remember.
I mean, was that text message on there at 10 o'clock last night?
I don't think so.
9 o'clock last night? I mean, have you checked your phone since 9 or 10 o'clock last night?
Oh yeah, of course.
And it didn't show up as a new text message?
So basically, after the father was missing, Martine's
The father?
like whole demeanor has changed. She
Ever since the father went
she basically
missing.
doesn't want to be out.
This is how I refer to my
I told
father-in-law
her
as the
investigation
father.
wants to come see you. I
The father
texted
of
her
my
that
wife.
because her phone isn't. There's something wrong with her phone as far as calling. And I
So
texted
basically,
her and
when
said
the wife
investigation
went
to see
missing, she
because,
texted the
you know,
husband,
you not
the me,
showing up, it
and said
makes
that
you look really
the
bad.
father
And this was yesterday
was dead.
sometime? Okay, let me ask you this. When was the last time that you had seen her father?
The information about the text
The me.
messages will be easy enough to confirm.
Yes.
So this was a poorly thought out lie.
Yes.
Blanc repeatedly uses the word basically, which is an indicator that he is lying.
Yes.
Okay. When was the last time that you saw your wife?
Same day, Saturday.
Not a guarantee, but
Sunday, you didn't see her
when the
Monday?
shoe fits, because
I saw
he's
her on
lying the
Sunday.
entire
Okay.
time.
I saw her Sunday, and I saw her, well,
Today's Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
Did you see her yesterday, Monday at all?
I don't understand, like, there's this weird idea, and I think this might have happened just due to the fact that, like, with the whole, I don't know, maybe it's not this, but maybe this has caused some weird, like, universal expectation. But with the Edward Snowden stuff, when he whistle blew the whatever the fuck they're called, the people that the government, the branch of government that was basically listening in on every phone ever. Obviously, when he did that, it changed NSA. Thank you. Basically, when he did that, it changed the ability for the government to do that to everything. But for some reason, people think that that means that, like, it stops the government from doing it at all. That's just not true. If the police have any kind of suspicion of you, they can get a warrant for your phone and see everything that was on your phone. So it is very weird that people just think the government can't see anything. It's a very weird thing to lie about, like, text messages. And it's not even like forgetting, like, this guy's about to clearly blatantly lie. It's very weird to, like, lie as if, like, they're not able to just, like, confirm that within, like, a couple of documents. So whatever. Anyway.
See her yesterday? Yeah, of course.
Okay,
I
where
saw her yesterday.
Where did you see her yesterday?
Burpees.
At home. She's always home.
Okay, does she work?
She worked at Aetna and she quit. And I thought that was kind of strange because, you know, that was her highest paying job as of yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually helped her get that job.
Oh no.
And she,
what an insult.
She said that she wasn't comfortable with being on the phone call. She works in a call center for Aetna.
The hell's Aetna? That sounds like insurance.
And she said she's just going to quit and find something else. She's the type of person that quits.
Yeah, it's fucking healthcare.
How long ago did she quit?
It's a fucking healthcare provider.
I think a week and a half.
Yeah,
Okay.
weirdly enough,
So you saw her
I wouldn't want to sit
sometime
in a call
yesterday,
center and
morning,
fuck people over with
afternoon.
health insurance options either.
Yesterday, I saw her all day up until investigations told me to come by.
What time was that about?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't remember. It was maybe
Before lunch, after lunch?
I'm sorry. I'm really not thinking straight right now.
Yeah, I got it.
Why?
Let me take some time to think. Because they called me.
Mm-hmm.
They called me, and I called them back, and I told them I would come right then and there.
When they called you, where were you?
At home.
The fuck
And
was
was
that?
your wife
That guy
there
got
with you when they
timed
called
out by
you?
3 mods.
Okay, so
Jesus
They
Christ.
said, they asked me.
That
so
boy
were you
got
able to come? And I thought,
absolutely
oh,
smote.
Cuffs. When they
Blah, 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 blah.
Are you able to bring your wife? And I said, of course.
I can spam too. I can spam too.
And Martine,
Look at me, I word
after
good.
hung up,
I'm
I
wording.
approached Martine about it, and Martine said, no, I'm not going because I wasn't there. I'm not involved in that. I was, I don't know where I have to go. Just.
So was this yesterday morning, like around breakfast time, around lunchtime, when you went down to Hollywood?
I have to check my call log, honestly.
Okay.
I'm not going to
I'll have to
answer
check
that
my
because
call
I
log,
really don't
honestly.
remember.
Was it daytime?
I'll have to check my call history.
I think it was evening.
Okay.
I think it was evening.
Just
Well,
a
that's not that
second.
long ago.
Yeah.
You mean towards
Let me
like the end
check
of the
my
afternoon
SMS app.
type thing?
I think 7, maybe 7 or 8.
Oh, okay. So that was later in the evening. Did you see your wife again after that?
No.
What time did you come back to your apartment?
So I called I texted Martine. I said you need to come, and I came back home and I didn't see her. She said something about her being. I think she said she's with her sister.
What kind of car does your wife have?
She doesn't drive. She said that she was picked up by her sister, so that they can go to the movies together because she lives in Winter Haven.
Now you talked to her on the phone or
Text message.
okay, so you're texting back and forth.
Yeah.
All right.
Which obviously didn't happen. just
So you
once
get back to
again,
your apartment,
a
she's
very
not there.
strange thing to make up because
When
it's
you last saw her,
a very
when you left,
easy thing to
and I just
verify.
want to make sure I got this right. When you went down to talk to the detectives,
Do not
and these
ever
are the
lie
Hollywood
about the
detectives,
contents
right?
on your phone.
Yes.
It's not,
When you went
it's
down to talk to
stupid.
them, your wife was in the apartment.
Yes, when I left, she was there.
Phone companies thrive off
And that
of
was
selling
sometime in
information.
the
That
later
all of that
afternoon,
shit
early
stays.
evening.
Yes.
What was your wife wearing? Just think for a minute.
She wasn't really wearing anything. She was just under the covers.
Oh
So
Christ!
she was in bed.
Good Lord!
Bed under the covers.
Oh no!
Nightgown, t-shirt.
Yeah, she was wearing like a.
So she was wearing something.
Gown.
What color?
I believe it was blue, or the black one. It was the black one.
What
I'm sorry,
color?
the black one.
The officer's like, oh damn, that's nice.
Why was she in bed that time of day?
What?
She's always in bed.
Why did he say she wasn't wearing anything and then they just went through like 3 garments of clothing she was
Clark
wearing?
keeps changing his answers. First, he hasn't seen his wife since
So
Saturday.
she was wearing
Then
stuff.
he saw her on Sunday. Less than a minute later, he claims that she was home on Monday. His lack of consistency is a definite red flag.
Gee, why?
How's your pregnancy going?
She.
Oh, you know the
I was
vibes.
the baby's wife. I always went to the doctor's appointment with her.
Nobody cares,
regular
dude.
Checkups, never missed an appointment with her. I was.
Nobody
very
cares.
pleased that
Cool,
I
bro. You win the
wanted to be
basic
involved,
fucking
and,
husband award.
You know, we had plans done.
This is not a
and
flex.
after
The
me,
bar's on the floor,
we had all
dude.
types of these plans. We've even called
Pick it up and do some reps.
Herbalife.
Yeah,
to-
I take
to
care of my
start a
pregnant
college
wife.
fund,
I'm pretty
and we were
awesome.
going to start saving.
Anyway, I'm free to go, right? I'm not. You
It's
surely you don't
important to do that
suspect
for
me of
kids right
murder.
off
I'm
the
a
bat.
nice guy. I go to my wife's OBGYN appointments when she needs to be checked out.
And it makes sense because Martine actually had a miscarriage before.
It's very nice of me to do that. I'm basically the husband of the year.
She's the type of person. She doesn't like traditional
What?
practices. She
This
doesn't
guy's like
hospitals.
flexing to
She
the
doesn't like
interrogator that
giving
he
birth
like goes to
through,
his wife's pregnancy.
epidural. She wanted to give a water birth. She
Sean
asked the
killed
doctor
her
about
while
that.
she was pregnant.
She asked the doctor if she had to be at the hospital. She can be at home.
And I walked over very
She
confused.
doesn't like the traditional way of giving birth, if that makes sense.
Was she gonna have a boy or a girl?
What's the traditional? What's the
Wait, which one?
what's the non-traditional
The one-
way of giving birth? A bullet?
The one she was gonna have now.
According to him, maybe.
Okay. Well, have you all picked out a name already?
After me,
Apparently, it is for him.
What was the name gonna be? The full name.
Cassandra's Blanc Jr.
Okay.
Oh wait, there's a middle name. I think Josiah.
Okay.
It's Lear.
Which one? Wait, what happened?
Was she gonna have a boy or a girl?
A boy. Wait, which one?
The one
Which one?
the one she was gonna have now.
Yeah.
Does he mean like the
Okay. Well, have you
or
all
like
picked
the
out a name
miscarriage?
After me,
already? What was the name?
Ooh, after
Full
me.
name.
Cassandra's Blanc Jr.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, that's not
There's
gonna
a
make a
middle name.
fucked up
I
child.
think Josiah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, we're gonna make our child the second, and you'll have no issues ever.
Something about what.
That definitely doesn't cause some weird standard to be set for a child, and they're definitely not gonna feel a weird amount of pressure about it.
Is your wife Haitian also?
Yes, absolutely.
Where did y'all meet?
Why would the cop ask about the
We actually
miscarriage
met in
child?
school. We met through school.
Like, why would that be
we started
relevant?
Talking,
Like,
and we just saw
Yeah.
each other frequently.
what a weird thing to be like, wait, what do you mean? Which one are you referring to? Smile.
We started seriously talking, and then we hung out.
Wow.
I met her dad. I met her mom. I met her brother. I met the entire
You get along
family.
with the family?
Why are we going through the
Absolutely.
process of
I mean,
him
of
meeting
course,
his
they're
wife?
Haitian.
Yeah, I met his family. I met I met her mom. I met her dad. I met her brother. I met her other brother. I met her other brother. I met her other brother.
Parents, they are the typical Haitian parents. But I've never had an issue with mom. Never had an issue with dad.
You see what I mean? It's like
They've
these
never had an
it's
issue
like
with
this
me.
like
The only issue they had was,
extended
how
detail,
she moved out,
which is like always a red
without,
flag.
the confessing.
It's
and
like this,
whatnot.
like adding way too
And
much
same
to
thing
a
with the
truth,
marriage.
so they can add way too much to a lie.
So, you know, they still were upset about that. You know, how she did bad and we didn't finish school. You know, and what have you.
Let me.
Oh no!
I'm sorry, I find it's an interesting story, but
Not a
let's go back
dropout.
So you leave. She's in bed.
Same.
Yes, sir.
You go down and you talk to Hollandale or Hollywood.
Drop out of second
You
college.
go down and talk to Hollywood.
Yeah, he's hitting the essay word count,
Hollywood
bro.
investigators. You finish up there about what time?
Push the can
Is
off.
it dark out when you finish up there?
Are you guys trying? Are you guys watching
where do
this?
you go then?
Where did I go?
Mhm.
I just took a drive around.
Are you guys watching the Coke can almost fall?
I didn't go straight home, to be very honest with you.
Any idea what time you got home? Did you go anyplace else between
It is very
driving
close.
and coming home? Did you go out for dinner? You go out for drinks? You go out for?
Be kind of exciting if it spills.
You come home about what time?
Yeah. It might be in the dishwasher
I believe it was.
or in the sink.
I have to.
Approximate. It doesn't.
I have to check my. I have to check my phone because
I'll have to check my memory.
I wasn't really paying attention to the time because
October
you
5th.
know the way it ended. I didn't really appreciate that. So
The way what ended?
you know the conversation with the detectives.
Oh, with the Hollywood.
Yeah, because you know I came, I showed up, I gave you my side of the story.
That's gross.
And they started to tell me how, you know, we didn't see a Hispanic man in front of the door or a van, not a Hispanic man.
Suspects
Ugh.
frequently claim they went for a ride, and in most cases, it is just too convenient to be believable. Block is at least smart enough to say that he didn't stop anywhere, which could be disproved by security footage.
Very true.
I'm looking at them, how are you going to tell me if that's exactly what I saw in the background, a van? I'm not crazy at all. I mean, you can have a physician test
I'm not
me.
crazy, yeah.
I'm not mental at all. I know what I saw.
All I did was shoot my pregnant wife and
you know,
kill my
I
father-in-law.
was just very sensitive.
Well, that's an issue that you.
Yeah.
Nothing going on.
So I'm just trying to sort out.
Yeah.
The
So I
last
was. That's the reason why I was driving around the city.
Are you guys? You guys are
Plus
doing
I
a
felt
gamble
as
on
though,
whether the Coke can is
because
gonna fall.
After they asked me for my address,
Mhm.
and I declined that because I do have that right to decline it. They thought it was suspicious of me to just decline
Right.
giving my address. I can understand why, and I gave them my reasoning as far as why not, because I don't want anything to happen to me. Well, now obviously you guys know, you guys already
Surely
know
this
where
would
I
be.
live.
Well, this is a
It's
viral.
not
This
gonna
is
be on the
not
report.
viral enough.
That's what I
It's got like
didn't
800,000
want to-
views.
That's what I wanted to prevent.
Surely,
So that's why I
surely it's an
declined.
exciting
So
video because the Coke can falls, right?
I felt as though I was being
Well,
followed.
that's
so,
separate. That's
yeah.
separate. I mean, you felt you're being followed by what?
Hollywood police.
Last night?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, we wouldn't do that.
So it started off with me just calmly
Follow a guy
driving,
whose wife is missing and probably
you know,
dead?
just
No, why
driving
would we
to
do that?
Relax my mind, and then I noticed 2 cars that were following me everywhere, like just following me. Like I would, for example, I would be in the middle section, they would be in the middle section behind me. I would go on the turning lane, they would go there, and then last minute I would go this way, and then they would follow.
And you think those were the police?
Yes, it was a regular vehicles.
Well,
Regular
shit, it
vehicles.
doesn't sound like they were very good at following you then if you figured it out.
Because when I looked at the tag, it
Cops
was a regular
like,
Florida tag. And if it was not Hollywood police,
Fucking rookies.
then I feel like it was those people that were at my apartment.
Well, let's go back to that. So you get home
that person.
Right.
That
You
person.
get home sometime after dark. Do you talk to anybody after you get home? You make any?
No.
Okay. You just chill out there. You have what'd you say? You had a shot or something?
Yeah, I had a shot and I just went to bed.
What'd you drink?
It was
What's your drink of choice?
A pint of the officer asked me the same thing. Mango.
Pint?
I forgot the name brand. The name.
I had a
something.
pint.
Mango brandy or
Are you British?
It's mango's the flavor,
vodka?
not vodka.
Rum?
I had a pint of
I
mango.
don't drink anything mango. I eat mangoes. But okay, so you have one of those little bottles.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
yeah,
had a
mango is
shot of that,
so
and
good.
I fell asleep. Well, no, not one of those little bottles.
This cop eats mango. Maybe he's not so bad.
You know, a pint like this size.
Oh,
No.
It was
Still
up
is.
to here.
Just
I
kidding.
Just
It's a joke.
and it relaxed my nerves.
Okay.
And just went to sleep.
Oh, like
Oh
schnapps,
fuck! He
mango
moved
schnapps
the
or
soda
something?
can. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that would be. So you crash. The next thing you know,
It's
did
doomed.
anything happen between when you crash and when you're woken up by the woman?
Doesn't he know you guys wanted to fall?
I thought she was with her sister.
Doesn't he know thousands are watching? What the hell?
And
Now, did she send you a text message saying she was at the movies?
yeah.
Okay.
Very rude of
Said
him.
She got picked up by her sister
Which
to go
is
to the movies. And it wasn't true.
These are
But
so cute.
she told you
Oh,
that,
they're falling apart.
Yes, sir.
and it came from her.
Yes, sir.
And about what time?
And I
was
made
that?
chili and made like
11.
croissant
11 p.m.
ups
Yes.
to dip,
Okay.
bro.
I think so.
Bye
What
bye.
was did you talk to her on? Did you talk
She
to
is
her
so
on
cool.
the phone at all after you left yesterday, when you went down for your interview? I know you said you had several text messages with her. Did you ever speak with her after you left the apartment?
Yesterday?
Wah wah wee wah.
Yeah, she was home. Yesterday when it was the interview, after,
Right, that's what I mean. You get in the car and you drive. Did you go to the Hollywood station?
Yes, sir.
You drive to the Hollywood station. I know between, say, yesterday evening, early evening, and this morning sometime, you had
Don't
text
worry, guys. I'm sure the
messages from
coke
your
can will
wife.
move again.
Did you ever talk to her on the telephone?
No.
Did you all normally just communicate through text messages?
Recently we had to.
Oh, you're not-
The last few weeks because something's been messed up with her phone in particular.
Convenient.
I had the same issue for a little bit, but you know I was able to actually call out, but she needed to get her phone fixed. I've been trying to get her to go to AT&T, you know, keep prolonging it, and that's an issue because you need a phone to call.
Blanc is showing quite a bit of paranoia. If he did, in fact, pass a mental evaluation, then this reaction stems from guilt.
So I came home, I saw the text message about her going to the movie theaters with her sister because, you know, they were hanging out.
What movie were they going to? Any idea? Did she tell you?
I didn't ask. Because the reason I didn't ask is because when she and I go to the movie theaters, we just choose whichever one is either in the area or has the movie that we're looking for playing at.
So you don't have a particular theater that you
Yeah,
go to?
we don't because we use AT&T Thanks. It gives you a discount, and
What's this,
whatever
fucking ad?
movie we both decide on, we first start off with the one that's nearest us. See what time they're playing. If it doesn't fit, we go to the next nearest one, so on and what have you. So we don't have a designated movie theater, but to name you a few, AMC.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, she didn't tell you which
Imagine
one
naming
you were going,
theaters.
she was going to, and you don't know which one she went to,
Yeah.
right? So,
I mean, I trusted her. Well, it's her sister. I mean, I don't see why not.
You
But
think
I
she
thought
Trusted?
it was her
Past
sister.
tense?
do you think she's screwing around on you?
No, not at all. Not
Okay.
at all.
Hey, you get a discount if you have AT&T. Not that they would pay me to say that. It's a weird one. It's not that weird. Guy's just talking out of his ass, really. It's fun to see the ones where like the police already know what happened and they just like let this guy say shit. Very funny.
So this woman shows up this morning somewhere around, what did you say, 4 o'clock?
Said 5.
Yeah.
Nope. Lied. Said 5 a.m.
Tell me again, she knocked on the door and woke you up, or she
Opened.
came in and woke you up?
She opened the door.
Did you wake up when you heard the door open, or did she wake you up?
She woke me up.
How?
She just, hey,
The can
Came into
moved.
your bedroom? Where were you sleeping?
in the bedroom.
You didn't hear her come into the
So-
apartment?
Well, we just moved into the apartment. When I'm asleep, I don't really hear anything unless you're yelling at my ear.
Okay.
We just moved in. We don't really have furniture. We were actually planning to do that. It's been 2 months. You know, we just have a little bed. We were actually going to get a bed. We actually we're going to get the bed that
I don't
had,
hear when I sleep.
when I was living with my parents. It's a
My ears
big
actually
old bed,
close.
and we were going to bring that to
Like
the
how
apartment.
snails' eyes pop out, like my ears.
We
Just...
also bought a refrigerator. That's why I had bought a hand truck to move the refrigerator and put that in.
Nobody cares.
We just decided, forget it. It doesn't.
Where's the refrigerator?
We sold it back.
Okay.
Yeah, we sold it back. Brought it back, and I had to.
It's a weird way to say she walked into my apartment to wake me up, and I was asleep on my air mattress.
That, another one of the belongings was the hand truck.
She carried all this in?
No. She told me where it was located. She said it was located underneath the leaves. And
under what leaves?
Under the leaves, and she said there was blood on it. And I said, "Are you serious?"
It was under the leaves. Under what leaves?
Yes.
Under the leaves.
So you need to take care of that.
What the fuck?
And I said, okay. So I just.
Oh, okay. That clears it up.
Under the leaves, where the vehicles are parked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, is there a pile of leaves there? Or?
Yeah.
So the woman comes in. She's inside your house. She gives you your wife's phone.
What fucking
And
leaves?
what else did she give you?
You mean a tree?
And she tells me where the hand truck is located.
Okay.
My guy's referring to a tree
so
as the leaves.
When was the last time you saw the hand truck?
Under the fucking tall brown thing with like shade.
When you went to the police interview yesterday?
It was in my
With like the
apartment.
stuff that does the stuff with chlorophyll.
And when you came back last night, where was it?
Well,
The things that go through photosynthesis that's on like the big brown object.
And it had blood on it. And I never had blood on my hand truck. So that's why I had took some cleaning gloves because I didn't want to touch all of that. And I just took a trash bag. It smelled really bad, and I just took it.
The hand truck smelled bad?
And I threw it out. Yeah.
Okay. And who did this
She's
woman
very
say
food
she was
motivated.
again?
You don't get shit.
I just said it. I forgot the name.
Nothing Blanc says makes sense.
Wow.
Even his reaction
I can't believe
is
it.
flat and emotionless, which doesn't fit with some stranger entering his apartment with his wife's belongings. His lies are flimsy, and his acting
What the
skills
heck,
are poor,
dude?
both of which make the detective's job easier.
How did she know your wife?
They're friends. She
Camera
said.
keeps falling off the mic.
Okay. And what?
She said I'm her friend.
And what did her brother have to do with it?
Her brother wasn't in the apartment. She said her brother is taking care of the situation.
Okay.
About
Leaves.
text message.
Taken care of. What did you take that to mean?
So basically, my wife, after she said that she was, responsible for her dad's passing,
So what's this guy gonna do if they brought in her brother for questioning and he's like, I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about? Like a weird let me pull this guy in who's definitely not going to like vouch.
She said she didn't want to, something about not wanting to be in prison with a baby, giving birth, losing a child.
She said all this in a text message?
And yeah,
Okay.
she sent a really long paragraph. I had to scroll through.
Is that still on your phone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now,
super
how
totally.
do you get into your phone?
How do
With
I
the
get
password.
Yeah, you have a passcode on the phone?
Yes, sir.
Oh
Are you gonna
shit.
give me that code? We need to get the message.
Yes,
Not without a warrant,
What's
bitch.
What's your code?
You're a
But I
dumbass.
don't know her passcode. Her passcode, it's
As long as we can get it off your phone. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what's important.
so basically.
Didn't think of that, did you, dickhead?
My wife, she texted me a huge paragraph.
So basically, I forgot the code.
Straight from her number because she does.
I know,
She does tell me
yeah.
how she gets random.
It's very
text
awkward.
Messages. not text messages, like a random text off of a random number, but this one was straight from her.
Well,
And only she knows the passcode
On
to
her
her phone.
Okay.
So it had to be her.
so you don't know her passcode.
Oh, how convenient. It's a message.
So in this message, and we'll try to pull that
Message that only she
up
can
down
see.
the road here. She tells you
Ooh, is that a new iOS update?
if I understand you right, basically she admits to killing her father.
She talks a
How
lot.
did her father die?
Is that on the
Yeah.
iPhone 69
She shot
update?
her. Him.
She shot her,
So
him.
she says that she
Bro.
shot her father.
And the man that helped him, Juan, she said.
And she shot Juan too?
Something about she sent me a text message like towards me. It started off with "I love you, Cassandras," and then she sent me a paragraph's worth, and then she also sent me what she sent her sister. She said, and
Brady's desperate.
Reading this, and I know it's
oh shit, the Coca-Cola can is so far away now.
You see her sister's name.
You guys are doomed.
Comes up a lot, Joanne,
right.
Joanne. So I was reading it, and a lot of what I was reading was like really bad hatred towards her dad.
Okay, well, I mean, we can sort all that out later.
Nobody's projecting, especially not
why
me.
Why is she telling you all this, and then this other woman's bringing her stuff back to you? Like, what was
she in the text message? She said that
been too deep.
She wanted to kill herself.
Okay. Odd thing to just not mention.
She died. She wanted to be burnt, like into fire.
Did she say how she was going to kill herself?
A gun, using the woman's brother's gun.
What kind of? Does she have a gun?
Does she have a gun?
Right.
Not her, but.
What?
Sounds the way well, actually, I don't know. Actually, she may very well have a gun, but based on the text message, it sounds like
woman's
she
brother's gun.
Because Martine is asking her for her brother's gun. If that makes sense.
So, if I understand this right, and correct me if I'm wrong, she's saying that, and it's all written down somewhere. So she's saying that she shot her father, and then she shot the other guy too.
Yes.
So that's two of them.
Who's there for some reason.
And you don't know, and you think it was the other guy's gun that she used.
Perhaps.
Have you ever seen her
Perhaps.
before?
Just an idea you guys can roll with if you want to.
And speaking of, so basically
no reason for me to sell you that story.
She gave me, like, threw at me was the gun.
If you feel like it.
It came
I wouldn't be mad.
A box with a bag. And I looked. She before I opened it, she said, "You're probably really gonna need this." And I said, "Need what?" And then I opened it. I saw the gun.
Holy shit! Tell me what the gun looked like.
It's literally the gun. It's
holy shit!
Like
tell me what the gun looked like.
Damn,
my guy, go in detail.
Blanc is able to
Did he just describe the gun as having a cylinder?
It's literally the gun. It's got like a cylinder type thing.
Blanc
like a
is able to
barrel.
casually say that his wife.
He brought up a gun and the cop was like, "Oh my god, weapon? We got to get that funded into our $1 billion budget." Holy shit! Wait a minute. He asked what the gun looks like, and he said it has some sort of cylinder on it.
Murdered her
Just keep it
father
on, I'll get it
and
when
now
in that
wants
place.
to kill herself and their unborn child, and he doesn't even bat an eye.
The
There's
gun
no
was
concern for his
gun-shaped.
wife and child.
Yeah,
And he
so it had like
acts as if the
some
situation is perfectly
kind of
normal.
like
He may mistakenly believe that remaining calm
triangular
makes him innocent.
at one end, but
In
like
this case,
flat at the other end,
this
shaped
increases the
object
already
inside that
high
would
level
like
of suspicion.
shoot,
Okay, so do you know the difference between
like
a
it
revolver
would make a sound and
That's what it is.
and a semi-automatic?
oh,
Revolver.
Semi-automatic has.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
all of a sudden it's a it's a revolver.
And the
Convenient.
revolver's got the wheel that folds out.
Absolutely.
Okay,
So
black or silver? Chrome.
I think it was.
Stainless, gray, black.
I think it was black.
I'm trying to think of the most
I
common
think
revolver to
black
exist,
and silver.
even though he's
Big,
just said one of the
little,
most
small.
uncommon pistols.
And I'm looking at it like, holy shit! Like, I've never touched a gun before. I've never.
Not since a few days
I've
ago.
never had a gun. I've never purchased one. Never had one. So I'm.
Have you shot any pregnant women with it by chance?
And it's got the box of ammunition.
Right.
Yeah, I've
Blanc
done that
makes
actually.
another outrageous claim. In
I've done that
3,
one
2,
a few times.
1.
And I'm looking at it, and
It's got all of it, the gun and the ammunition.
She said, "You're probably gonna need this.
Okay.
You're probably gonna really need this."
Why would you need it?
Because I don't know. She feels as though maybe people are gonna come looking.
And she handed this to you?
Yeah, she just.
So where is
said,
it
"You're
then?
probably gonna need this."
Where's that now?
It's in the apartment, in my bedroom.
Blanc says the strange woman gave him the gun.
Okay.
I made the mistake touching it, but I
Right.
never, obviously.
Well, I mean, she handed it to you, so.
I never used it, and.
Where in your bedroom?
You know what's really fun about this is they can definitely check if he in fact did use it. In a lot of ways. I mean, gunshot residue on not only the pistol itself, but his hands. Even if you wash your hands, gunshot residue does stay, depending on the type and the amount you wash and what you wash with. So like, you can shoot a gun, wash off the visible residue, but gunshot residue can still stay microscopic in size and scale, and they can just see that anyway. Also, they can just, especially if they find the body, they probably did, depending on if the bullet exited the body or not, or if he got it out, they could find the bullet and they could test the bullet to see if that gun shoots that bullet, because that's also a thing where like certain guns shoot certain things, and they could be like, well, yeah, only a revolver, only a 38 would shoot this, which is the gun he just said he had, which he conveniently touched but hasn't used, and he has gunshot residue on him, and there's a gunshot residue on the pistol, and it's the bullet that's in this person's body. So yeah, he's really fucking himself over by saying this shit.
Either it's on the bed or on the floor, because I immediately put it away.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Is there anything else in that apartment that this woman brought in that belonged to your wife? Is your wife's phone in there?
Yes.
Where's the phone?
In the bedroom, because she threw it at me, remember?
That's the one in the white wallet.
Yeah.
Your wife's keys are in the kitchen. That's the one with the M on it?
Yes.
Anything else that she gave you that belonged to your wife?
Clothes and...
What the fuck is this
And where are
pause?
they?
In the room.
Let me think of
In the
something else
bedroom
that
or
would
in
check
the-
out.
In the bedroom, yes, sir.
Okay. And what are they? Are they folded up? Are they in a box? Are they in a...
Just munched up. It wasn't even folded. It's like this, and just...
Wow.
Anything
That's
else?
fucked up, dude.
Did
That
she
napkin
bring
had a
anything in a box?
family.
Bring you anything in a bag? Bring you anything in a sack?
Yeah. The gun I told you, and
Right.
the ammunition.
Zach.
Like, it's got a whole case of ammunition. Like,
But I mean, how did she bring that in? That's what I'm asking. What was it? Was it all? Was she
in the
just
bag,
carrying it?
in the bag, yeah. And she had a rag. She had a rag that she was holding, and she was just holding it.
What kind of bag?
It was like a church
Like something stuck in my throat.
type
bro.
bag.
That's
It has-
weird.
Yeah, it was like brown with most of it is brown, and it had like a purple logo on it.
You mean like a woman's purse?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, like a
church
thing
bag.
that a
It's-
I don't know what a church
girl
bag is.
uses to
basically,
carry objects.
If you've ever been to church, they give you like little goodie bags, and
Where's that bag?
it's
What?
in the apartment with the
When?
with the box.
With what box?
No, they
box
fucking
with the
don't. What
revolver
church is he
and-
going
Oh, so
to?
that's in the...
Yeah.
And the other crap was in there too?
I don't think it's there anymore because I was touching it.
Okay.
My church
Please
didn't
don't
hand out
take it
tote
the
bags.
wrong
They
way.
just handed out moral
Really
guilt.
Never used it. Neither one of them.
No, I understand that, but I'm just trying to find out. We're going to need to grab that stuff. Do we have your permission to go in and get the gun and her personal stuff?
Yeah.
Yes, no?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
of course.
And you think that bag is still in the apartment?
The church
where in
under the
apartment?
leaves. I see.
In the master
Man just
bedroom.
found a bag in
Anything
the
else
church
that
and took it home. He was like,
woman
"Ooh,
brought in
for
that you
me?
think of?
Is for me?"
Not that I can think of off the top of my head, no, sir.
Supposedly, this woman dropped off several of his wife's belongings, including her phone, which is hard to believe she would allow someone to take.
Very
but
plausible.
also a gun that belongs to another man.
Very
Now
plausible.
this adds up, and the more Blanc speaks, the harder it is to believe anything he says.
You need anything else?
Maybe another.
Another little bag of chips? You want, what do you want? You want, I think you got a choice. We got chips or we got cookies?
I'll take the cookies.
Oh
All
fuck!
right, hold on a
Those
minute.
cookies are so fire
I appreciate
though.
you filling in the blanks here for me.
They crumble in like a good way. Not in like they're nasty, like they're thick cookies. Can movement. We've got can movement. Oh shit.
Does your wife have a brother?
Bag of cookie transfer.
A brother? Yeah.
Oh, crack 'em.
Down here.
Oh!
I mean,
Satisfying.
She may very well
Oh shit.
have, because
That you know of.
2
that
cans.
I know of, no.
The possibilities.
Because, to my understanding, she has a total of 3 brothers. The oldest one,
It's getting fucking crazy
Ryan,
in here.
he lives in Sunrise. The second oldest lives with mom in Hollywood, and the youngest one, the youngest boy, no one knows where he is at all. No one knows where he
What?
resides. No one
Where
knows
he
what's going on.
resides? What
Like,
a...
he's vanished.
The youngest boy has disappeared mysteriously. His location is unknown.
Why'd you ask?
I talk so normal.
There was a phone call that came in. They were trying to figure out whether it was one of your wife's brothers. Where do you think your wife is now?
Where do I think she is?
Right.
I don't know. That's why I was walking around to see, because after
The tension between these 2
everything was
cans are
done with,
crazy.
I was walking around to see, you know, where she could have been.
Like what do you mean?
Like in the area. I was walking, and then I just
Like walking in what area? You're losing me there.
like, let's say I live here. I was walking here
When was that?
this morning. I was honestly just looking for her. And I said, you know what, I'll just, when I'm done putting everything up, as far as the ladder, like throwing it away.
What were you throwing away the ladder?
The truck, it's full of blood. Yeah, she
What?
told me where it's located,
And where was that next? Was it upstairs or downstairs? Where she told you it was? You said it was under the leaves.
Downstairs, yes sir.
So you go down those back stairs. Where was it from there?
In the leaves.
Like,
Not the
but where are
fucking
the
leaves again, bruh.
Remember I told you where the
Not the
car's
fucking
parked?
leaves
where
again.
your car's parked?
Well,
The leaves.
behind it.
Which car is yours?
White Challenger.
Okay, behind it.
Oh,
in
watch
that
this guy
alleyway?
on Twitch? No, how about I get your ass out of here,
It
man?
was just sitting there, laying there.
Yeah, it was covered. She said it's
How about you
covered
shut the fuck up?
over there underneath those leaves.
Now, why is she bringing this stuff back to you?
Well,
Suck my tip.
She advised me that basically she wanted me to see if I wanted to just get her belongings to be just thrown out, like if she and her brother were going to take care of it, or if I wanted to take care of it, and I chose I wanted to keep the phone.
I thought your wife had already killed her brother. Your wife told you that she had killed her father, and the guy that
it was
helped
the
her, she had
leaves.
killed him too. That wasn't this woman's brother?
No.
Okay, a different.
Oh. Juan's the third party. It's the third guy.
that helped her kill her dad.
So there's him, his wife's
You'll
brother,
notice that when Blanc is asked a
Juan,
question that
and the
he
mysterious
finds
woman's
uncomfortable,
other
he'll
guy.
repeat it back to
It's
the
not
detective
Juan.
to buy himself a few more moments to make up an answer. Rather than making up poorly thought out stories out of thin air, he would do better to exercise his right to remain silent.
Yeah, that would do a lot good.
How do you know Juan?
Would love if
I don't
more
know
people
Juan.
actually used
I
their
don't
right to
know.
remain
I don't
silent
know him.
in normal day life. But
And then the brothers, she didn't, as far as I know, she didn't kill because she wanted to kill herself. Based on the message, she didn't want to, like I said. be
Well, did this
virgin.
woman say that your wife was already dead? This one.
oh
She
shit,
said-
can
she said,
movement.
My brother is taking care of it. And
So
I
her
already-
brother was going to kill your brother. Your wife
Closer to this edge.
killed her father and Juan.
So it sounds like my wife killed herself.
Why is he writing a book? Are you talking about him just saying everything, or this guy writing everything down? Because this guy writing everything down is useful for like the recap and like incrimination. If you're talking about this guy, I don't fucking know. This guy's talking so far out of his asshole's backwards. Like it's fucking prolapsed and it's out. There's just so much.
Or she's the type of person that she, how can I say it?
That's
She
his
doubts
dream
herself a lot.
journal.
She doubts. She's easily scared.
Cop's just daydreaming.
So a lot of times
But she would have killed herself
Sprinkled
in a 5 or 6
donut
hour
in my
period
mind.
She was alive at 7 o'clock.
Come to
when
the
you went
office while
6
I
o'clock and
cry.
went to Hollywood. She was alive when you got the text message at 9 o'clock after the interview.
I told her, you need to go see investigations right
Getting
now.
this
because
bread.
they're wanting
Getting
to speak
vengeance
to
for
you
the
today,
dead.
Tonight. It's very
Hashtag
serious.
pink sprinkled
It's
gang.
Your dad
And you
is
think
dead.
that's why she killed herself?
I think so. She admitted it.
That's good. I gotta write that down.
She didn't want to go through the consequences.
Cassandra,
Birdie's on the hunt for food.
I just want to make sure that I've got this right, because I don't want to take notes and be completely off on this.
Oh yeah, that'd be
You
so.
go down and you talk to the Hollywood
Be so
guys,
unlike a police officer. Just
they're
not
getting a
care.
little confrontational with you. It kind of throws you off. You leave. Somebody's following you.
I did not, Mr. Electric.
You go back to your place.
Send him to the principal's office immediately and have him expelled.
You go back to your place, you do a shot, you crash. You're not that concerned about your wife because you're getting a text message from her saying that she.
What a great
she was there
reference,
when you
bro.
left at about 7 p.m.
George
Monday.
Lopez just fucking like green screened onto that
About
robot,
6
just like.
p.m. Monday or whatever it was.
I wasn't concerned because I left.
And she sent you a text message
I left
saying
and she was there. And when I said I'm coming to pick you up, she was like, I'm at the Joanne picked me up to go to the movie theater.
And
You
this
know,
was sometime around.
After when I said,
You know the male
to
spy
go
kid is married to
see
Megan
investigators.
Trainor.
Okay, this was after you'd already talked to the investigator.
What the what the fuck do I care? Why am I saying this? This is like some random celebrity gossip shit. Why do I even fucking say this shit?
So that we can go.
I see it on TikTok and I'm like, oh, that's neat. And now I'm like, oh,
Okay,
that's
so 8 or 9 o'clock last night.
And it's like something like that. And
Fuck me.
And it's like
TikTok's brainworming into my
bear with
head.
me for a minute. We'll
It's
come
my
back to
culture
that. So
to pay attention to celebrity.
that's the last time that you actually hear from her, correct? Well, that you're
Should be
actively
me.
texting back and forth. You go back somewhere around
Yeah,
midnight
fucking
before,
brainworm.
after,
Yeah,
have a shot,
Junie
you crash.
Cortez, the guy who, the actor of him.
Next thing you know, it's somewhere around.
I mean, I guess it's interesting,
4
but it's only
o'clock.
interesting because they're famous, and it's like
And
that's
there's a
just
woman in
literally
your bedroom that you don't know who she is,
brainworming
waking
pop
you up.
culture into dialogue, and it's.
She tells you to check your phone. Am I right so far? Because I don't want to be putting. I just want to.
I'd rather get caught up on what friends getting canceled on Twitter.
Tells you to check your phone. You've got a
Which
message
is,
on there
Preferred,
from your wife.
not preferred as
that
well.
says-
So, just to put it lightly.
Condensed version. I killed my father. I killed this other guy.
Basically, her admitting what she did. Her saying she's scared to go through.
I've lost this dialogue. I've stopped
consequences.
paying attention. This
And
is
then
just such a
her
cyclical
saying
thing.
she's just gonna kill herself.
Okay, so
With-
she admits
with
This has gotten a
her
little
brother's
absurd.
gun.
You can tell the police is
Did
kind
she
of
say
done
that in
too.
the text message?
Yes.
So she tells you, I killed my father, I killed the other guy, and I'm not going to turn myself in. I'm going to kill myself with my friend's brother's gun.
I think that's why she wasn't right, to answer your question. Yes,
Honestly,
I think
this is
that's
a
why she
10
didn't
out of
want
10
to
video if
confront
that can falls.
investigations. That's why she didn't want to show up, since the moment we found out Dad was missing.
Mhm.
That's why she didn't want to. I feel like that's why she didn't want to show up.
So this woman's basically coming in saying, telling you that your wife's dead, or pay attention, your wife's dead, and here's a gun that she used to kill herself?
No, she said that
Yeah,
my
please
brother's
pay
taking care
attention.
of it. You're probably going to need this.
Keep up, man.
So that's not the gun
It's very
that,
obvious
that
shit.
your wife killed her father with.
Even if Blanc's story had been true up to this point, there's
There's
no
still
way this
25
other man
minutes of
would
this.
hand over a gun used in a murder and suicide
How?
that can be traced back to him. This story was bad enough in bits and pieces, but when it is told all together, it is hard to see it as anything other than a string of lies.
I believe it is because she just handed it to me, and it seems as though that is her brother's gun, because based on the text message, her brother is the one that's using the gun so that she can kill herself. So it may very well be she even, because based on the text message, her brother is the one that's using the gun so that she can kill herself. So
Her brother is the one using the gun so that she can kill herself. It's a bit of a contradictory statement within that sentence. I'm not sure if you guys have caught that. Obviously, as a guy with a criminology degree, it's hard to not, you know, some of you might not pick up on that. You're so lost. Yeah, that's exactly. The brother had the gun so that his wife could kill herself. The brother of the mysterious woman used the gun for his wife to kill herself. Don't think about it too hard. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
So it may very well be she either doesn't have one or has one. I honestly don't know these people.
So do you think that's the same gun she used to kill herself?
I mean, the way she said my brother's taking care of it, it sounds to me like
sounds like if her brother's taking care of it, it sounds like she's not
process or cleaning
killing
up
herself.
The aftermath or whatever.
Okay.
Personally, but
what was your understanding was that gun killed both her father and her?
Yes.
Okay. Did she tell you where she shot her father?
No.
Okay. So this woman comes in, she gives you the gun, she gives you her personal possessions, her whatever she had, the small stuff. The hand truck though, how did this woman get the hand truck?
The leaves.
How did she get the hand truck?
Right.
It was basically, they must have taken it out because it was in the apartment. They must have taken it out, and because it was in the apartment the entire time, I don't understand how it would have went from here to there. The only way is if either she moved it or...
So you know what's fun is like, why is this guy talking about and like going through a hypothetical question of what other people did in this situation? What does he have to gain from like explaining what other people did?
Where in the apartment?
Awfully convenient of him to help out.
For the past couple days.
Does he get paid?
Where the air conditioner would be.
Was that living room, bedroom?
Living room, yeah, where the inside, like you.
Is it one of those
just
big
like, damn, you're good at this.
Like 5 feet tall type thing?
It's one of those hand trucks that you can move the refrigerator.
So a heavy duty one, not
Yes.
a small one.
Heavy duty.
Okay, so a hand truck is a dolly. Okay. I've never heard of it called a hand truck before. Weird.
Was that there when you went down to the police department yesterday?
I didn't really pay attention to that.
Did
Kind
you
of
see it
close to
yesterday?
being a fucking truck.
I didn't.
When was the
This guy's
last time you
stupid.
saw it?
I didn't need to use it ever since I used the refrigerator.
When
Move the refrigerator.
When did you move the refrigerator?
The bloody dolly.
I
Woo!
would say 2-3 weeks ago.
But that's,
Or
it's fairly big and it's in your living room. You had to see it. There's not much in your living room.
No. In the actual air conditioner, like there's a door, and you put it inside.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Wow, nobody gifted merch
Close
while I
it
was
up.
gone.
Like a little
Okay,
closet in there
guys.
where the air conditioner water heater sits. That type of thing.
Honestly,
Fine.
I think
All you
she
guys did was
must have
buy some yourself.
already had it. Or maybe
Selfish.
took it before she left.
Your wife?
Whoever,
Just
I
kidding.
have no idea. I just know I used
Thanks,
it
dudes.
to move the refrigerator.
Let me delete your messages. Thank you, PP Spot.
Now that the detective has heard Blanc's story,
Wouldn't
he
you
is moving
technically
into a
be
different
deleting the
phase of
messages right now?
questioning. Instead of asking questions, he is going to be presenting facts, or bluffs disguised as facts, to punch holes in Blanc's version of events.
I want to make sure that you understand me, because I appreciate you talking to me. I
Uh-oh.
appreciate
The hammer
you
coming down?
listening to...
Wait, you're so close to buying the hoodie right now. Wow. Wouldn't it be crazy if I did a random ad in the middle of stream? Definitely not for a YouTube video. Anyway.
Yeah, I've asked you some questions. Some of them you've answered honestly. Some of them I don't think you have.
It's kind of funny to see the chat moving while I'm doing it.
But at least...
It's like a live audience is watching me film an ad.
At least you're speaking to me. Obviously, you've got to know you're in some pretty serious trouble now. I mean, you're the police department.
Why?
They grabbed a hold of you. They put you in handcuffs. They put you in the back of the car. They got you sitting here handcuffed to a table.
What?
And you haven't even asked me why.
Handcuffed? Where is he handcuffed? Maybe he could be handcuffed at the feet. Weird to say he's handcuffed if it's not his hands. Whatever.
And I understand things throw people off.
Cuffed?
I already asked them why. They told me because
Evidence?
of suspicious activities.
Okay.
Because I was walking
Well,
with somebody.
let me.
I thought that.
And I think you deserve. I think you deserve me being straight with you. I told you when I came in here that.
Go Kiko, congrats on the
I wouldn't play
hoodie.
games to you. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to do that type of thing. So
Oh.
I want to give you the chance to clear things up. The police were following you yesterday after you left, but you already kind of knew that. When you went to Walmart, what did you buy at Walmart?
When I went, what did I buy?
Right.
I didn't buy anything.
Well, you came out with a bag. I mean, they're going to know. They're going to find a bag and the receipt, and they'll go back to the store.
Oh, gloves, yeah. Gloves.
The rubber gloves.
Huh,
Yes.
I didn't buy anything. Well, they saw it. Oh, I did buy something actually.
Cassandra,
I'm sorry, I didn't remember.
that's fine. I like you personally. I
Oh, you
find you
fucking know.
interesting to talk to. But within the next few minutes or two, you're going to have to make that decision. Either you're going to be straight with me and you're going to give me some reasons, and you're going to get this off your chest, and you're going to start working in that direction. Not only were they following you in the car, but there was more than two. There were several more. They followed you to the store. They saw what you bought. And when you went back to your apartment and you parked the car down at the end, they sat there and they waited.
Uh-oh.
They waited and they watched. And they watched. And they
Uh-oh.
watched. And they saw you come out. And they saw you go down and get the dumpster. They saw you come back. They saw you go down and put the cart in the other dumpster. There wasn't a woman. Just get it off your chest. Tell me what happened. I
What
mean,
a
just
twist.
let it
I had
go.
no idea.
I understand that shit happens, and I understand things just go sideways, but it sounds to me like you just made some really bad choices and found
Ding
yourself in
dong.
a really bad spot.
Ding dong,
It doesn't
jail
mean
time.
It's the end of the world. But just tell me what really happened. Like, why?
What do you mean it doesn't mean it's the end of the world?
What?
You know what happened. I need to know why. I mean, did she come at you? Was it an argument? Was it a...
What do you mean it's not the end of the
I
world?
mean...
Why is that what he's tripping up on?
I mean, you're not dead. Although I can look at you right now and I can see that you're sorry for what happened. I can see remorse. I can see somebody who's a grown man who's a little concerned, who's fearful about what's going to happen next. I've never been in your position, but I can
come
tell
on.
you,
You
from
should have.
doing this
You
job
probably
for
should
many,
be
many years. The
based
only
off of
thing
the
that's going to give you some peace,
MO of
and the only thing that's going to
officer.
at least start to get you at least, you got to be truthful. You got to be honest. From this point forward,
I've never
you
been
just
in your
gotta tell me
position
what happened.
personally. I usually just have
You know
my
they were
entire
watching
precinct
you.
back me up no
But
matter
you
what.
already knew that. You knew
And,
that they just didn't
I
happen
usually
to
just
stumble upon you. The
plant
guys would
evidence.
sit in the alley for 4 or 5 hours. That's why they called the patrol units to come down and grab hold of you. They've already pulled her out of the dumpster, out of the one small one. They pulled the hand cart out of the other.
This is
They're
my
doing
favorite
search
part.
warrants to go into the house.
I like when they drop the hammer on them.
You didn't mean for this to happen. I can look at you and tell. I can sit here with you right now and know that you didn't mean for
Finally, the
this
guy
to
talking
happen.
out of his
That
ass for the
something
past
happened
hour
that
just
kinda
stops
pushed this out
speaking
of
because he's
control.
too stun locked.
That something just started spinning around. But that's what I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me your side. I told you I wasn't going to play games with you. I wasn't going to...
I mean, you did for an hour.
I want to be able to go back to the prosecutor. And I want to tell him...
Prosecutor's not going to care.
He fucked up. But he's remorseful.
Prosecutor's not going to care.
You didn't mean
It's not
for
the
this to happen,
prosecutor's
but
job to be pitiful.
There's no way that this was... You didn't
This
plan
is
this out.
this is a giant lie.
I mean, I
This is
say
a
that,
flat out lie, by the way.
so-
Despite the detective
The police do talk to the prosecutor and do say you cooperate, but also like the prosecutor doesn't give a shit. Not the prosecutor's job to figure out like your remorse. It's their job to like get the guilty verdict. Like They're not going to be like, well, if he felt bad, then maybe I don't prosecute him as hard. Like, it's the judge's job whether or not your remorsefulness is a way to have a lighter sentence. It's usually no, by the way. They usually just sentence you anyway, so don't, you know, it doesn't matter.
Detective saying that he knows Blanc is remorseful. That is hardly the case. Blanc hasn't shown one shred of emotion for his wife or child.
No, he is not.
And his only interest is seeing what kind of deal he can get if he confesses.
When you say that about someone, what typically happens with the person?
You know, a lot of it
Hypothetically.
A lot of it depends because every case is different. I've been in this unit.
I'm just wondering.
I've been in this unit.
Yeah,
for
just
19
a
years.
hypothetical for you. No reason.
You know, I can't, and again, I'm not going to be one of these guys that's going to sit here and say, look, you tell me the truth and I'll take care of it and I'll make it go away, because I can't do that. I can tell the state that you were cooperative. That
And they're going to not give a shit because it's not their job.
You came forward and you said what happened. I mean, look at, you're not a fucking killer. You're not a killer. I can sit, you're eating fucking cookies. But something
Well,
tripped,
something's
slipped,
contradicting
and I
that
wanna
statement,
know.
officer, and it's
I wanna
more the
know.
fact that, like,
I wanna
he
be able to
actually
go forward and
is
say,
and
yes, he was
did
cooperative,
kill
yes,
somebody
when
is
confronted, he,
part of the problem with saying he isn't.
He explained it to me.
He, in fact,
He said,
is a
"What
killer."
happened?" Just like, what happened? Get it off. I guarantee you're going to feel better. I can tell you from doing this for 19 years. Just let it go.
Just let it go.
Otherwise, it's going to eat at you and eat at you.
Murder never bothered me anyway.
I know
My
you
wife's
did not want to
dead.
kill me.
I killed
I know you
her.
did.
I admitted to the
you did.
police.
But something tripped. I mean, obviously, she's been dead more than
I feel
5 or 6
good, even
What
better.
happened?
No guilt is bothering me.
I just need some time with my cookies. So
Okay.
hungry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Again, that's all this has come down to now. I mean, this is just your side. I've got all the other stuff. We've collected.
He's
stuff.
opening
You
the
know how
cookies
those
now.
work.
He's like, fuck, dude, I ain't getting these ever again.
The phone tracking system, like, if I send you...
I gotta eat these
if I'm
quick.
sitting here and I send you a text message, it's going to show up on your phone. When I go back and pull those reports with it, now not the regular phone report, but when I pull the report with a court order, it's going to tell me not only where my phone was when that text message was sent, but where your phone was when it was received.
This is true,
And it's
by the
going to
way.
tell me that within several yards.
Very
It's going to
true.
give me pretty specific geo-locations, geo-areas.
That's a big word. I'm proud of
We know
Officer
that's
Jake
gonna-
here
what's
for
gonna
doing that. I
happen
know he
with
doesn't
If the
learn
text
much,
message
but
is still on your phone or her phone, we know that the phone was going to be with you. They've been tracking your phone, and they've been tracking her phone.
weirdly,
I mean,
we keep
it's-
finding him in the same spot. It's kind of crazy. Like somebody's
It's
lying
just
about something. It's really weird.
This is the one chance that you really have.
Why do you say I killed my wife?
Because she's dead. Because you put her in the dumpster. And you know you did.
Because
And then this is
we
what
saw
we could
you.
sit and play, and
We
you're entitled
saw
to
it.
Continue to play.
We
play this
saw
out.
it.
Listen to- no, you hear me out. Hear me out.
Hear me
but
out.
You're entitled to that. You're entitled
got
to play
caught.
this out. But it's time for you to be straight, and it's time for you to come forward and say what happened.
Now hear me out. Hear me out. We saw
Same
you
thing.
dumping
it's
the
just
body.
time. It's
Why do you say I
you made
killed
a
my
terrible
wife, though?
mistake, whether she pushed you into it, whether she cornered you.
I don't understand. Why are you coming after me like
verbally,
this?
Physically, whatever. But you made a bad mistake, and there's no real correcting that mistake. But there is a getting right with it. And you know, you could do the same thing as some people do. You could say, "Look, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't. That's not going to give you peace in here. It's not going to give you the peace. You just got to be straight and tell me what happened. Like, why? I know it was something that just. You seem like a pretty calm guy. Something just pushed you over the edge, like beyond over the edge. And I think I know, but I don't want to hear it. I don't want you to hear it from me. I want to hear it from you.
Huh?
She told you she knew, didn't she?
Oh, come here, Boomer. Boomer. Why does he have an eyebrow? Why is he doing the Dwayne eyebrow? Why is he going? Look at his eyebrow. He's like, are you good, bud? What a goofy man. It looks like what's the one dog meme of like the clearly drawn on eyebrow? It literally looks exactly like it. This one. It looks like this one. Boomer's sussing out the situation right now. This is a good boy.
She told me she knew what.
Well, see, I don't want to put the words in your mouth. I want you.
What do you mean she told me she knew?
I think she told you she knew something, and she threatened you or cornered you with it, and then things went bad from there.
My wife?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not playing games. I really don't know what you're talking.
Okay, well then maybe I'm wrong. You tell me what happened. Just be straight with me.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
No.
So, with people, I'm not saying that it applies to me, but with people,
Hypothetically.
people that are
The exact joke I make is actually playing out right now.
murdered.
Obviously, this has nothing to do with me, but like just to talk about is just to randomly bring this up, as a pure hypothetical situation.
Is there a possibility of, like, they can get out? What are those circumstances?
I can't believe this is actually happening.
Listen to me clearly, because I want to make sure that you understand this.
Blanc is contemplating the possibility of confessing, but he wants to look at every angle first
Brother.
to see if he'll be able to get off with no
You're not
consequences.
going
However,
home.
The manner in which he disposed of the body is going to make it very difficult for him to get a reduced sentence.
There is always a possibility.
Yeah, almost as if he was trying to get away with
I
it.
had absolutely nothing
And thought
to
he
do with that
did.
At this point.
And it's
I
been
can
doubling
tell you
down
that
on the most fucking
cooperation
insane lie
and that
for
honesty
an hour. And now it's
go a
like,
long ways towards that.
maybe I'm fucked here.
I can tell you that depending on,
Let's say hypothetically.
let's say hypothetically, that I had somebody in here this morning. Not you. And I talked to them and they found themselves in that position.
Whoa.
Something happened. And they
Whoa. The government is
and they tell
listening.
me,
Wow.
I've got nothing to say. And we go ahead and we
Holy
trust
shit.
And we go ahead and we
Laser
collect the evidence,
prediction
and we
by
prove
me.
the phones, we prove the cleanup in the house, the blood, we prove this, we prove that, and it goes to trial. There's no remorse, there was no honesty, there was no remorse.
He literally said he looked
Jury does
remorseful.
Whatever they do and they find, they
A
convict.
little
the
contradictory there, buddy. Looking for
On
this
the
on
other hand,
TikTok
The
later.
crocodile tears start in
Real.
3,
person.
2,
Tell you, I
1.
can tell you how you're ready to let it go. Just let it go. What
Oh
happened?
God, now I'm so sorry.
Hey, Sanders, what happened? How come?
Blanc fakes June in hopes of a lighter sentence.
Where did it happen?
Like literally no tears coming out.
My life is done.
Yeah, it is, you fucking idiot. No way. No, come on,
In
man.
the apartment? Here. This is just water.
That's the sheriff saying wrap it up.
Just let it go.
Let it go, let it go. Just admit to killing your wife. Let it go, let it go. This interview's taking my life. I don't care what's under the leaves. You're kind of screwed. We saw the body.
Why are you doing this?
Because we've got to get it out. We came this far.
Why are the
We've gotta get it
police
out. Look,
stopping
man,
you
I'm
from
telling
getting away with
when I
murder?
sat here
Gee, I wonder
and
why.
I told you that you're not a killer. I sat here and I
Why are
told
you doing this to me?
that I can look at you and I can see
I'm just an innocent
you're fucking
killer.
crying, you're breaking down, man. You're sorry this happened. Tell me what happened. Let me put it down. Let me get it on the record. What happened? You didn't plan this out.
No, clearly not. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gotten fucking caught. Actually, probably
Was it
would
in the
have.
apartment?
Murderers are not very good at thinking the police are smart. I mean, they're very stupid in a lot of ways that we understand that, but like they're smart at doing their job. They're also smart about getting away with fucking up,
All Blanc can
fucking
worry
up their
about is
job.
being
so.
sexually assaulted in prison.
What?
If he was hoping to make himself look sympathetic, he just blew it.
Don't even think about that. Let's think about getting this stuff
Brother.
done. Where did it happen? Cassandra, let's work through this. Let's get it out.
You know what would have
Was
helped
it
that
over?
not
Was it over,
happen
Father? Was
is
it?
if you didn't shoot your pregnant wife
Was it over?
and then, you know, do any of the crime. Probably would have helped not
Was it over?
have to think
Was
about
it your
that.
child? Was it over her screwing around? Was it over?
She said mean things to me and I did not like that.
Come on, man.
Ding dong, jail time. It's just like the sheriff texting the suspect's phone, just being like, jail time.
You gotta let it go.
That would be stone cold.
Just no spin. Just straight up.
Just like, you're fucked.
When I walk out of here today, and when I'm typing this up,
Honestly, that'd be fucking
I want to be
awesome.
able to say that although there was some initial confusion.
Oh, yeah?
And there was some initial misinformation that when
You mean
confronted,
lying.
You did the right thing. You said what happened.
You mean he was
And
lying?
we went forward from there.
Even though the suspect was talking out of his ass the entire time,
Even
as
though
if he
I
wanted
can
to get away
guarantee
with
you
it. He said it at the
absolutely
very
nothing.
end
I'm
when
not
I
the one
trapped
to
him
make
and
any
gave him no
bargains
choice and
with.
said he was
I
going to
can
jail
tell you
either
that
way.
If you're honest with me, I'll go to the prosecutor and I'll make sure that they know that.
They don't
Just like
care.
I've done that hundreds of
Prosecutor
times in the
is,
past.
it's not the prosecutor's job. Prosecutor's job is to get you sentenced, and they will. Not that he's making it hard for the prosecutor. Hold on, I've got to wipe my tears that are all over my chin.
Let's start
My
out with
chin
the small
tears.
part. Where did it happen? We just need to know because that's where we're going to have to work it.
My cheers.
Was it in the apartment? Or in the car?
Just give me a moment, please.
Okay.
Oh shit, can movement. Wait a minute. Ah, fuck, it's over. 5 minutes for
But I
this thing to
only want
knock
the
over.
truth.
There's no way. It's doomed.
At this point, I'd rather, I don't want you to be dishonest with me. No lies, no half-truths.
Can I please have a moment, about 2 minutes, please?
One.
Blanc is having to
Two.
shift roles from a man who is completely innocent in his wife's death to a man who killed his wife but didn't mean to.
Chris Watts
He
moment.
doesn't handle shifting gears well. And to buy time, he continues to fake cry and to take sips of his Coke.
But I'm going to sit right here with you. Are you going to be straight with me? See, but this, Cassandra, this is, you're getting ready to make the mistake that other people have made. The problem with you taking a moment is you're in that preservation mode. and you're trying to figure out how to put the best spin on it. And what happens is when you do that, you don't come off sincere, you don't come off honest.
What happens is
and
you
that's all I
can't.
want.
You're
I
fucked.
want the honest truth. I want the straight truth of what happened. I don't want you to try to make things fit together. I don't want you to try to give me a story about some woman coming into your bedroom at 4 o'clock this morning. I just want you to be honest with me. And if you think too hard, you're going to talk yourself into telling another lie. And that's not
If you think it too hard. Now, if you start to get smart and try to evade the police's actions, you're going to really piss me off, Cassandritz, okay? You're going to make it to where I have to do my job. And as a police officer, I don't want to do my job. I want to just pretend I do stuff and get the benefit of society liking me for no reason because they watch things that say cops are good despite historically and statistically being bad most of the time. Give me my free win.
Only 22.
What happened? Do I have to have my guys work the house? I'm sorry, work the apartment or work the car? At least give me that.
I'll tell you the truth.
The woman at 4 a.m.
That's all I wanted ever since we got here.
So Juan did it.
I think you even knew the guys were watching you in the alley. You were just hoping they didn't see everything. Did you think they were out there? Tell me what happened.
Just
tell me
seeing anyone in the alley.
No. But you were looking in the one truck.
Oh, so you're an idiot.
What? You were shining the flashlight in the one truck or something.
What does he mean by work the apartment? The cop is basically trying to get him to say where he killed his wife so the forensics team can scan that, because clearly the police don't know exactly where he killed his wife. They just know that he clearly did because he's hiding the bodies. He's trying to figure out and getting him to admit where he did kill her so he can tell the forensics team to scan that area for evidence and like ballistics and stuff, like the gun residue and the gun, like look for a gunshot and stuff like that. If he doesn't talk, they can get everything, but it makes the police's job a lot easier to just get a warrant for like the car or like the house if like that's exactly where it happened. You know what I mean? So instead of having them do like double the work and scan both places, yeah, shocking. Police are looking for how to do less of their job. He's trying to get him to say where it happened so he doesn't have to go through the extra effort and paperwork to have them look at an area that has nothing to do with the crime. Because they think either it's like the house or the cars where it happened and they want to know where it is so they don't do non-important work in the other area. Burpee. I'll tell you the truth. Proceeds to sit still in silence.
The apartment or the car? I understand that you had...
So abrupt and for what?
I see. Okay. Sure you don't want anything else?
I guess some more cookies and a drink.
Okay. Are these done? You still got some.
The detective has gotten most of the information he needed, and they have moved on to taking DNA samples from Block, as well as his mugshot.
The forensics woman is here.
Where'd his head go?
She's gonna snap your photograph.
Oh,
She's gonna
fuck,
do
he's
DNA
hiding.
swabs on the inside of your mouth. She's gonna swab your fingers. She's gonna give you a blue, like, plastic suit to put on.
The police are like, where'd he go?
You're
He
gonna
got
have to
away.
Take off all those clothes and put them in a
How did
paper
we lose
bag.
him?
And then we'll go forward from that. And this drip, try not to get dripped on. It's very annoying.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, he is cuffed to the fucking table by his ankle. It's smarter to do it that way. They're not able to like mess with the cuffs very discreetly that way. What is happening? What the fuck? Wait, was he on the floor for a second?
Bernard Blanc
Yeah,
was
I'm just
charged
comfy.
with 2 counts of premeditated murder. He is awaiting trial and is being held without bond.
Shocking.
That'll do it for
Ah, very cool Stranger Stories as always.